2012, the president was overheard talking to President Medvedev about, after the election, tell Vladimir, after the election, I'll have more flexibility. Why didn't that pan out? That was specifically about missile defense. But there was a suggestion that after the election, he'd be able to work with President Putin. Why didn't that pan out?
I think you probably have to ask President Putin about that. What we have seen is you've seen this president work with leaders throughout Europe and the international community to focus pressure and attention on President Putin's actions in a way that I think has not served President Putin very well. We have, if you'll just sort of think back to how we got into this situation in Ukraine in the first place, there was essentially a puppet of the Putin regime that was ruling Ukraine 6 months ago. Over the course of that 6 months, we've seen a Ukrainian leader that actually reflects the will of the Ukrainian people elected. We've seen that Ukrainian leader actually sign a cooperation agreement with Europe, which was part of the uprising that was prompted in the first place. So if President Putin's goal was to exercise greater influence and control over the nation of Ukraine as a whole, not only has he failed to accomplish that mission, I think he's actually seen Ukraine sort of gravitate back into a way that he says that he's not uncomfortable with. Now, it's the view of this administration, I think of the broader international community, that there's no reason that the nation of Ukraine can't have a solid working relationship with their partner in Russia while at the same time having strong economic ties to Europe. Those two things aren't mutually exclusive. But if Vladimir Putin was determined to try to bring Ukraine into his orbit, on that aspect, at least over the course of the last 6 months, he's failed miserably.
Two other quick ones. You mentioned the new Ukrainian president. I believe he did an interview today.